And what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Noel. In today's video, guys, we are going to be discussing about how to prepare yourself for 2022 if you would like to become a first-time home buyer. Now, I know it seems pretty simple. You need money, work, credit, but what do you need to do? How to put yourself now and prepare yourself to plant that seed in your head that you want to become a homeowner. You're tired of renting, as we all know, in today's current market. We are in a seller's market, but being a homeowner now, you're gaining equity easily. And on top of that, you're saving more than what you're renting. How do I know? Perfect example. I rent right now in my current place a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $2,100 a month. My last buyer helped out 2 months ago. I closed on him with a half a duplex for 4.3, about 190,000 in West Palm Beach. Between everything between mortgage, taxes, title, like the whole 9 yard, he's easily paying $1,500 a month. That's $600 less than me, more square footage, and more rooms. So just think about that. Anyways, guys, let's get into today's topic. So here's tip number 1. Focus on clearing debt. Now, if you don't have debt, I'll go on to the next topic, which is building credit, because I know that's something a lot of people need to work on as well. But focus on clearing your debt. What should you do now? Don't just pay the bare minimum. Try to knock out as much debt as you can. So if you have a credit card, personal student loans, a car note, personal loans, try to knock out as much as you can. Reason being, the less debt you have, the more you're able to obtain in your loan. Now, be mindful that there's more to it than just knocking out debt, but that could be also a factor in how much you are able to get lent from the lenders or the bank, depending on how you go about it. So try to knock out as much debt first. My best recommendation, if you're living check to check, try to do a side job that's going to guarantee money, for example, like Uber Eats, or try to build a side company that's going to produce more income, like for example, become a real estate agent. I'll just say, even if you sell one house a year or every month, that's easily 3 to 5 grand you could be making depending on your current market. So pretty much the overall message is knock as much debt, try to get a second job that could provide more income, whether it's $100 or $200, just to knock off your debt. And if you're debt free, still try to get a second job that provides more money on the side to put towards your closing costs, down payment for the future, and to prepare yourself and have that money saved in the event you need to touch it during the closing costs if you might be short, or just pay other stuff like inspection fees, title search, and all that. So that's the first tip. Tip number 2, credit. You need to work on building your credit. Now, if you knock off some of your debt, that will increase your credit, but you could do a little bit more than just that. I best recommend YouTubing how to do it. There's plenty of methods, but I'll give you one right now to make it easy. A secure credit card. If you don't know what a secure credit card is, pretty much you could Google secure credit card. There are plenty of banks that have secure credit cards. I know Chase does one, Wells Fargo does one. Pretty much what you do is, typically the standard rate for most banks is $200. So you put $200 from your personal pocket into that bank. They'll send you a credit card, a secure credit card, and you hold that credit card for 6 to 8 months. The good standards you are with that card and the company, they will eventually turn into credit. Usually it takes 6 to 8 months. I did one last year with Discover to just increase my credit just a little bit more because I'm trying to get it closer to the 800s. So focus on building your credit. Secure credit card is one of the safest and easiest way to do about it. You can do at least 2 to 3, I say, just to help you out. Just be mindful how you use one. If you're going to do at least 2, I always recommend people use one for gas and the other one for food shopping. Reason being, you do both every week. I'm pretty sure people go out food shopping, people go out for gas. Just be mindful, pay it all completely. Don't try to keep it like, oh, have 5% in there because of the credit. Don't worry about that. Just pay it off fully. If you do gas, if you use the card on Monday for gas, Wednesday it hits your account. If you have money to pay it right then and there, pay it that Thursday or Friday. Just clear it. Be debt free is the way to be. Trust me. So tip 1, we went over knocking debt. Tip 2, building credit. Tip 3, guys, what I recommend, have a sustainable job. Now, this can vary in different locations depending on the state you're in. But here in South Florida, I'm going to say you need to at least have 2 years of employment, proof of employment that you worked 2 years consecutive. If you worked 1 year, took 3 months off, and then went back to that same job 1 year, you may not qualify. Now, granted, with everything that's happening on the world, not allowed to say because of YouTube reasons, but what's been going on in the world, as we all know, things, a lot of people lost jobs, so there are ways around it. And some people end up getting back their job. Some people got back their job, but not in the same position. For example, you was a manager in Burger King, you got let go of, but 4 months later after you got let go, you became a manager for Wendy's. So it could correlate to another because you're still a manager and you still work in a fast food restaurant. There's no difference. Now, for example, if you worked at McDonald's as a manager for a year and then got laid off because of what's going on, then 5 months down the road, you became a sales rep at AutoZone. It's not considered a sustainable work. You're working, yeah, you may be collecting unemployment, but lenders, banks, they want to see you working consecutively to have a consistent paycheck coming in. So like I said, the only lead way you have is if you was a manager at Burger King, then left a year later and became a manager at McDonald's. You're still a manager and you still work at a fast food restaurant. So you could do that. You can't do McDonald's and then AutoZone. There's two different departments, two different fields. So like I said, just try to have on top of that just a steady work showing you make money and you're able to be sustainable. You can afford those payments. Number 4, reach out to a lender. Now, you could try a bank, credit union. The only reason why I preach on lenders more, not because I'm a realtor, but it's just the simple fact that you have somebody to text or call right away. If you go through a bank just to ask a simple question, you get these automated machines and they don't really give you what you want. Or if you do get somebody, sorry, this is not that department. You got to go to this department, speak to that person, this person, that person. That's what you're going to get when you're working with a bank or credit union, sorry. So focus on getting a lender. If you don't know how to get a lender, look at LinkedIn. You could Google, pretty much YouTube, Facebook. You'll find lenders and just do your research. Just a quick tip: if you run your credit, let's say December 1st, you have all the way to December 31st to run your credit with multiple lenders, longest if it's in that field of buying a home. Now, and it won't hit your credit score either. A lot of people don't know that. Now, if you run your credit December 1st to buy a loan, but then December 3rd you run it to buy a car, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit twice and lose points because of that. Don't do that. You can run your credit. If you need help finding a lender, I would love to help you out. Like I said, I'm in South Florida, but I have plenty of realtors in other areas that have lenders that they refer to me if I need somebody in another state. So look for a lender, see what you need to prepare yourself in the future. Number 5, reach out to a real estate agent. Do not use Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, whatever these websites are. Don't use them. Use those websites now just to give you a general idea what homes sell for in those areas. Granted, some of these homes are overpriced because we are in the seller's market. Even realtors are listing it as overpriced because we do sometimes what the seller wants just to show them that, hey, look, we did what your first way, now let's try our way next in the right price. But just don't let those prices discourage you. It's not fairly off from the market to a certain extent, I'm going to say, but don't focus on the price. Just look at what prices go for in a particular area. And on top of that, just get a feel of what homes look like. Like, why is this home, these both homes look identical, but this is 600 and this is 675. What makes this one 675? The one that's 600 looks fully modern. The one that's 675 looks old. That's how you start comparing what's right, what's wrong, I'm going to say. So use a realtor. That's my best advice. Reach out to a realtor. Do a buyer consultation. Like I said, I'm in Florida. If you need a buyer's consultation, whether you don't use me or not, I'm not going to get offended. It's part of the job. I would love to do one for you. It don't even matter the state, honestly. You don't have to be. You could be in New York. I'll still do a buyer consultation because at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same stuff. Only difference is the laws, things to do and not to do. Every state has a different rule, regulations. And at the end of the day, I can connect you with a realtor in any state because I have personal friends and realtors that I build relationship with the 3 years I've been a realtor so far. So that's number 5. Number 6, you could use your 401k to take money out. Your retirement account, you could use that to put as a down payment for your home. I've helped plenty of people do that, and I'm even doing it myself when I find that right home for me. So guys, once again, you could use it. Reach out to your retirement plan company, see what's the rules and regulations. I know, for example, I had T. Rowe Price and Empire at my other job, and they have that option there. You just pay the taxes now or later. If you're fully invested, you could take a lot out. If you're not fully invested, let's say you're a year or two into your company, obviously your balance won't be a lot unless you got like a crazy bonus and they put it towards it, and plus they're matching what you're contributing. That's a different story. But if not, just reach out to your local, not your local, excuse me. Just reach out to your retirement company and see what they say, what is needed. I know here most of the places require a fully executed contract, so be mindful if you're going to do that. Prepare yourself and let your realtor know, or whoever. If it's not a realtor, if you go through an attorney or you deal directly with the seller, let them know like, hey, it's going to take about 7 days to receive the money, because a day or two for them to receive the letter, process everything, and then probably 3 to 4 days. So about 7 to 10 days, I want to say, before you receive that money. So just be mindful of that. Hope this video helped you guys out, guys, with these 6 tips I gave. If you guys have any questions, like always, just put your questions in the comment section. I'll answer them. I'll try to be more active as I can on this YouTube channel more. If you have any questions, all my information is in the description below. Just follow my social media page. Emails there for referrals. And even if you want to set up a consultation meeting, just send me an email. You folks have a wonderful day and happy holidays.